What's going on, guys? It is Core Ambition here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Rise of Skywalker content, which is going to be arriving soon. And obviously, I just want to talk about it because I love Star Wars. I love talking about Star Wars, and this channel is mainly to talk about Battlefront and Star Wars. So without further ado, let's begin. So the main thing I want to talk about is the new planet. So we finally have some information on the new planet, not a lot, which personally I don't mind. Is that we are getting content drop about a movie that hasn't even been released yet. So yeah, all we know so far is that this new planet is going to be a jungle planet, and we could actually see it in the Rise of Skywalker trailers and teasers and all that. I'm really happy with this. I personally like kind of forest type jungle planets such as Kashyyyk, Takodana, Endor, and now this planet. So I'm really fine that we're getting that type of environment. I'm really happy. This planet is coming December 20th, even though the main update is coming on the 17th. So that's interesting, but obviously it is coming on the day of the new movie. So yeah, which I am going to be watching on the 21st, I believe. But yeah, so this planet I'm really excited to play on. For now or in December, it's only going to be available to play on co-op and Heroes vs. Villains. It will be available, however, for Capital Supremacy later in January, and I'm going to talk about that later. But I'm kind of disappointed that we aren't getting this planet for Galactic Assault. I mean, I was kind of hoping that this planet would be, new content for Galactic Assault, as, new maps have really been added since last November, so that's been like a while ago for Galactic Assault content. Some people were, kind of sad, and people on Twitter were saying, Galactic Assault, we're not getting this planet for Galactic Assault. I hope Galactic Assault isn't dead. I hope they do bring new content to that game mode. Now, I kind of understand why they might not actually, bring this to Galactic Assault, because that mode obviously has a bunch of objectives tying into an overall story. Like on Naboo, you're trying to, as the Separatists, take over the palace. Endor, you're trying to destroy a research station. So maybe they can't really do anything for Galactic Assault, because all Galactic Assault maps have like a little story tied into it, and this movie hasn't even released yet. And since this is coming out on the day of the release of the movie, then it might not kind of work in that sense. Why didn't I put this with Galactic Assault? Maybe they just didn't want to. Who knows? But honestly, I am disappointed. But it is coming to Capital Supremacy, so I'll talk about that later. Now, it is coming into co-op along with the current, sequel trilogy maps we have, like, Starkiller, Tagodan. Now, this is good that we are getting it for co-op, because we're also getting the other sequel maps that we already have for co-op as well. So that's really good that co-op is now going to have a new era. So it's no longer Clone Wars exclusive, which I'm really glad that they're starting to break down Clone Wars exclusivity in the game. So co-op, which right now is only for the Clone Wars era, that is no longer the case. So yeah, Heroes vs. Villain, always happy when Heroes vs. Villain gets new planets. But the thing I'm really excited for December are the new reinforcements, because we're not just getting 2 reinforcements, we're actually getting 4, and that basically means we're getting 2 resistance reinforcements. And honestly, I've thought of a lot of first order reinforcements in my previous videos, but never have I actually thought of like a proper resistance reinforcement, and we're getting 2. But the 2 reinforcements we're getting for the First Order is the one I'm most excited about, the Sith Trooper. I really am excited we are getting the Sith Trooper, because this type of soldier, it just looks insane. I was actually trying to find a Funko Pop of it today, but then I learned that it is exclusive to San Diego Comic Con. Kind of a shame, but it's alright. It's described as a trooper excelling in speed and advanced weaponry, so this actually sounds cool. That advanced weaponry part, could open a lot of new possibilities for weapons, and I'm really excited to see what that means. And also with the Sith Trooper, we're going to be getting the First Order Jet Trooper, and this is kind of curious because we have the Rocket Trooper right now, which is a soldier with a jetpack, but this one actually sounds quite different than the Rocket Trooper we already have, because the community transmission said it has received a new training and jetpack equipment to achieve dominance over the resistance, achieve aerial superiority over the resistance by using your grenade attachment enhanced blast rifle as you dodge and hover and maneuver through the air. So this kind of sounds like it's our aerial reinforcement, but it's not going to be replacing the Rocket Trooper. Kind of sounds like a mix between an aerial reinforcement and Boba Fett, which is kind of exciting. And I hope that it's, not like a jump trooper where the jetpack just launches you in the air for like a short burst. This is one where we can actually hover like Boba Fett's jetpack, so I hope that is the case. And maybe we could get an appearance for the Rocket Trooper, like the Sith Jet Trooper, which is, the Sith Jet Trooper looks amazing, and I hope that we can get an appearance for that to replace the First Order Jet Trooper. I know they're kind of distinct classes, but they have the same armor, just in different colors, so maybe they could do that. But yeah, Moving on to the resistance reinforcements, we're getting a what is described as a gunner and spy unit. Now, I've always talked about in previous videos getting a spy unit for Battlefront 2. And when I always talk about spy units, I talked about like a Bothan spy. But yeah, we're actually getting a spy unit, which is really interesting. And yeah, hopefully if we ever get original trilogy reinforcements, then we have the Bothan spy as well. But yeah, really thankful that EA has thought of, 2 new reinforcements for, the Rise of Skywalker. So yeah, Gunner and Spy unit sounds really interesting. Customization, they are going to be new appearances for Rey, Finn, and Kylo Ren. So yeah, that's cool. I'm probably not going to get them because I'm pretty low on credits right now. But if you do get the Celebration Edition, you can get this as well as anyone, who has crystals or credits. And yeah, so passing December, which December content sounds really good. I'm really glad that all of this stuff is coming, especially the reinforcements is the biggest thing. The new map would be really cool. And in January, I think I'd appreciate the new map more just because it's coming to Capital Supremacy. Because I don't really play co-op or Heroes vs. Villains anymore, just, on the occasional. But yeah, in January, sequel trilogy will be arriving in instant action and capital supremacy. So yeah, in capital supremacy, we get to actually fight on an MC-85 resistance cruiser and a first order star destroyer, which sounds extremely, exciting. Always, I did make a video way back talking about, a sequel trilogy capital supremacy concept, and now, that concept is soon going to be an, like, an actual thing because sequel trilogy is coming to Capital Supremacy, which is exciting. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to play the new map on Capital Supremacy for the sequel trilogy, and I hope that the other maps are also included. But yeah, the final thing I want to talk about January is that we are getting 2 new heroes, which I don't think anybody expected because they're going to be BB-8 and BB-9E. Basically, that first order droid that looks similar to BB-8, but was a part of the first order. So yeah, when people thought of sequel trilogy heroes, I don't think anyone thought of these 2 droids. I know people on Twitter were kind of like, BB-8, like why? We don't need them in the game. But to be honest, sequel trilogy, I can't really think of any other heroes. I know people said, add General Hux, but he doesn't. He looks more like an Imperial officer that is who does more commanding instead of fighting on the front lines. But yeah, BB-9E and BB-8, they seem like great choices. I'm alright with them. They're probably not hero again. They're not heroes we're really used to, or the type of heroes we're used to. But I think we should give them a chance, and I'm sure they'll come out as pretty good heroes to play as. And the thing that most people are wondering is that yes, content is going to continue past January, so February and March we are going to get more content, which is really good because many of us obviously were thinking that was the game going to end after January, but it is not. Honestly, I feel like this game has done really well from what it was from the day it released to the present, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future. My overall opinions for December and January is December. I'm glad that we're getting the reinforcements. I'm really glad that other eras are now being tended to instead of just the Clone Wars eras. I'm glad that we are getting sequel trilogy content to co-op, even though I'm not that big of a co-op player. But yeah, the new planet I'm really excited for, but I'm more excited to play it in January in Capital Supremacy, which we're waiting for another era to arrive in Capital Supremacy. I was hoping it would be original trilogy first, but that's probably not going to be happening. Maybe, February, March, or like in the middle of 2020, we will get original trilogy content, and hopefully that original trilogy content arrives to Capital Supremacy. But who knows what the future holds. All I know is that I'm pretty happy with December and January. Really excited. Again, I'm really excited for, the sequel trilogy arriving in Capital Supremacy. Can't say that enough. Curious about the 2 new heroes we're getting in January. That's really all I'm going to say, guys. This has been Core Ambition. If you did enjoy this discussion, leave a comment down below about, what you think of the new update or the upcoming update. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe if you want to, be updated for future videos. This has been Core Ambition. Thank you all for watching. See you later.